Hello, my name is Yunus. I'm from a very tiny village in Semarang in Central Java, let's say Kendal. Um, I live here now. Alhamdulillah, I live in Bali and I'm a CrossFit coach at CrossFit Canggu and Fortitude. So yeah, that's me. When I was a kid, I would say I'm really active, to be honest. Even with all my friends, we always trying to go to not jungle, like jump to the river, and then went home and everyone's supposed to be just chilling with all the kids. And then my mom was shouting at me like, "Where have you been?" Da, 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 da. You know, as a parent, they always like worry for little things that actually I shouldn't, right? So yeah, it's been great as a kid. And even like there's some incident because I was too active, as you can see from my scarf here. And this scarf, there is a history, right? If you don't mind, I'll share my story, right? So when I was a kid, I was so active. I would love to climb the trees. Climbing the trees, and then, like I love to hide. I love the heights all the time. I would go higher and higher. And one of the branch was just a brook. And that when I fell down, and then it just crashed to my eyes. I was so close, I'm so scared. And I thought I'm gonna be, okay. It get into my eyes, and I was crying. I went home, and my mom, by the time our family start, I think preparing my little brother's celebration, something like that. So big family at home. And then I went home crying, and like all my family, like, "What happened to you?" They're like, "Yeah." And then my mom, with her positivity, it's okay, at least if you lost somewhere, we still can recognize you, Still recognize you. Like, yeah, my son have the scars on his face. I mean, that's a good, yeah, that's a trademark. But yeah, whenever, and we're getting adults and meeting so many people, they're asking like, "So where do you get your scars from?" "Oh yeah, I've been fighting with a knife." Yeah, exactly, to make myself look tough, even actually just like being too naughty, I think. So yeah, that's me. It was like really, really active since I was a kid in terms of activity. Oh, that's very interesting because, I think CrossFit is only started in early 2000s. And when I was younger, I already into different sports, like from martial arts. And then for martial arts as well, in Java, it's not a lot of options, right? You'll see maybe like pencaksilat, karate, taekwondo. There's only option that you can do. So I was doing those one until junior high school into senior high school. I was in taekwondo until close to black, so I was right on blue belt. And then senior high school until I finished my high school, I was joining swimmer, athlete, as an athlete, yeah, swim athlete. So yeah, so kind of like so many things during, yeah, so many sports. And then of course, yeah, doing bodybuilding, which I don't know what to do by then, right? Is that like, yeah, just keep moving because I think I'm bored. Oh, that's a very interesting question actually. Because for me, when the first time I saw CrossFit kind of workout, it was on YouTube, right? And by the time I'm still at home, I'm still like in Java. I saw like, oh my God, they did all this rope climbing. Like climbing the rope. It's like, wow, it's fun because I love the height. Oh, this is good for me. And then they did ring muscle up, which is the part of gymnastics. I was like, oh my God, this is very interesting for me. Like kind of stuff that you never seen before. So really, if you are in Indonesia and part of Indonesia, maybe in Bali, Jakarta, you haven't seen it before. And then when you saw it, I was like, wow. And then people do heavy lifting, like overhead position with so many plates. I was like, wow, it's absolutely amazing that I would love to try one day. So I think that's the first time I fell in love with CrossFit, I think. Yeah, because of this crazy video that I saw from YouTube. So yeah, that's it. Like CrossFit is a good mixture all of the sports. So you got the Olympic lifting, and then you got the gymnastic part, and then you got the cardio, which is a lot of conditioning with all different type of machine or body weight that you can do. And so I think like it's for me as an individual, let put aside as a coach, but when even before joining as a coach team as well, already as a normal people, right? Just enjoying being the feeling of the mixture of your conditioning when you have to run. You have to like set a clock that's certain meters, certain distance, and then when you get back to the gym, you do some lifting, which is Olympic lifting. You can do like all the snatches, like from the ground to overhead, and then put something behind your back, do squatting. This is like something that kind of challenge you more. I don't want to say a bad thing about other sport, of course, because like everyone have different passion, and everyone have different kind of like things to do from their perspective. But for me, I really enjoy the CrossFit more than others because like basically it's a lot of variation. It's constantly varied. We always keep changing from day by day. But of course, you still have things to build up as a block in the strength. If we say there is a routine or not, yes, there is a routine because in certain blocks, or let's say in this next 6 weeks, we're gonna build up heavy back squat or heavy front squat. So every week we make sure the workout there is building up the strength from 70% into like 92%, or bring it down to 40% of the heaviest that you have been lift before into a certain percentage. So those kind of things that there is, they always remain the same for the strength one. But of course the skills, they always can be varied. The skills can from the gymnastic, the skill it can be from, let's say just body weight movement, which is kind of gymnastic is body weight movement as well. And then, so yeah, a lot of stuff that you can always improve into the CrossFit world, basically. CrossFit is group exercises, and there's a coach that's gonna always telling you and always leading you, always guide you to do into the right form, and especially in terms of the coaching, of course, we have to really focus into, even though in a big group, you still need to see from let's say in one room you got 8 people, but your eyes have to be like checking everyone, making sure have to be like in a safe environment, right? So yeah, even though it's a group class. I don't know, it's so many. But to be honest, I hate thrusters. Thrusters is like, I don't know, I'm really stuck at it, but a lot of my friends love it. Let's say they have the workout, the movement, which is thrusters and also pull-up. We call it friend, right? 2159. This kind of like simple workout. It looks very simple, but it's very deadful. I don't like it. But I really enjoy heavy lifting and also gymnastic. I would say if someone like, let's say somebody new, and then they never done any CrossFit before, or maybe just still beginners into CrossFit or this kind of world, it's very good. I will advise them just to join the class because like they will be taken care of by the coach, right? Of course, we can't do like, okay, from the start to beginning, I will see you all the time, day 1%, of course, no. But of course, we're still gonna check you, the form we tell you, and then like, okay, we're gonna check, and then like we'll come back to you again. That's how to make sure that you're safe and run smoothly. But for us, if you're already following, because for us, we have different goals, right? Every coach, every athlete have different goals. So sometimes, even the coach have another coach, they're gonna coach them in time to reach the goals. Like for me, I used to have my coach from the UK, so we always volunteer send you the program prior a whole week, a whole month. So by the end of the day, after you finish the workout, you're gonna film yourself and then send the video to your coach, and the coach gonna like review and then checking like what's happening and also how you're gonna improve. So same thing with the class setup as well. So that's how we're gonna doing it, right? So we have to check up with the coach whether you're doing it right or wrong. And then that's one thing. The other thing, you just need to be like more conscious and like more cautious about the way you move. Because sometimes, okay, I just want to lift heavy all the time. In time, you're not even listening to your body. if your body says like your body not feeling 100%, then that means you can't live like what you've been desire on that day. Of course, like after a whole recovery, a whole day, and let's say you do it again tomorrow, but of course tomorrow the stimulus gonna be different. The stimulus gonna be different, and also the movement gonna be different. But the thing, your body been rest and reset. That means you'll be ready again for tomorrow to give at least 90% like from your capacity you have. That's how you're gonna last long for me, like personally. And also I don't want to always pushing myself like 100% every day. Of course, in terms of this pushing 100%, you have to understand as well the situation whether you still on the deload week, like off season, all those kind of stuff. And yeah, so you can like just chill, just do maintenance, that's it. It's hard because I do not do diet basically, because I have the type of body that I have is I got very fast metabolism. So that means I have to trying to have something like in my body to filling up myself at least every 3 hours. Even just small things. Yeah, 3 to 4 hours, every 4 hours, I have to just keep eating. Otherwise, I'll be like, because I have quite fast metabolism, if I just move, I already burn a lot, right? So I just need to keep fueling my body, whether it came from a protein shake, and it came from a piece of banana, or just 3 dates, those kind of stuff, or just a piece of apple. That's apple. It's gonna like help you through. But of course, if that's during the coaching, after like you coaching, you burn a lot of energy just to doing just quick meals that you can have within the class, or after 2 class, quick meal, which is a protein shake. And then after the class finish, of course you can get big breakfast before you do the on workout. That's how myself, I'm gonna do it myself, like how personally I'm doing it that way. But of course in every athlete and every individual also, the way they approaching the nutrition is different. So we can't have the same things. Let's say I got this nutrition and you have to follow, and it works for me, it doesn't work, it doesn't mean it's gonna work for other people. So same thing with all the diets. So it's not gonna be the same each individual. It is, yeah, it is very important. Because like if you don't have enough, let's say if you're trying to gain weight or get a proper muscle, the lean one, so if you don't have enough protein intake to your body, of course it's not gonna work. And also I don't want to talk about the supplement because we can just add up, right? Just for the maintain, as long you don't have enough, you shouldn't take too much like starch in your body, and then not too much sugar, the added sugar. It's okay. I mean, unless you're again, if you have your body type is kind of fast metabolism, then it might be it's not gonna affecting you too much. But if you have got kind of the metabolism is not that fast, then it might be like, okay, I don't see any result of doing this one, and then it just gained me as a weight, but not as a muscle. People go keep thinking, oh, I did not lose any weight. But again, if you working workout every day and then you neglecting the nutrition and also whatever you put into your body, then of course the result can be different. Yeah, actually those one is the biggest achievement as an athlete for me personally, because of course we've been like fighting for this title for a while, right? Between I think I have like 3 people, we always have on the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then like me on the third one and second one, and third one, second one, and then finally on the first one is such a big achievement. But yeah, all those when I look back, it's just crazy with all the stress that you have to get through. Because before you hit your quarterfinal, because the CrossFit Open, it's where everyone have to do all the work on the same rep, and then by that time it's still like 10%. So after the 10% from the country, you move on into your quarterfinal. Yeah, quarterfinal. So let's say from 1,000 you get to 100. and then you got 100 people doing quarterfinal. So during quarterfinal, you have to do again, so the best of the quarterfinal, and then you got whether to get semi-final or not. But for Indonesian, it's very hard to get to semi-final because you have to fight with a Korean, South Korean, and then the guy from Middle East, Russian. So it's even like for us, like wow, it's quite hard. So like the gene is different, right? For them, like heavy, maybe like 100 kilos is okay. But the thing is, I'm quite tiny. I'm petite guy, like 67 kg for now. But before it's like only 64, and then have to like crazy stuff. It's just like wow, it's quite challenging. But of course, being small is not always a bad thing because there is certain movement that is gonna benefit for you, and also it's gonna be like make you like regress for you, right? But yeah, so those one, the preparation is I find it quite hard because my body is not used to be exposed with very high volume by the time, high volume for the workout. Usually I just do at least like maximum only one programming a day, which is only lasts maximum 3 hours. But with those program that my coach sent to me to get into those the quarterfinal and then this one, and at least I have to do like two sessions, like morning and afternoon in one day. So like in one day, morning and afternoon, 3 days, and then you got 1 day recovery, and then 2 days working. And the biggest one is Saturday. Saturday is a big season, a big session, and Sunday is like full day off. So yeah, so those one is quite tough, especially mentally, and so your body feel like, oh my god, I don't think I can take it. But yeah, it's been really good, and I think it's pays off. Key of success, as in, of course, everyone wants to be in the podium, right? But for me, I would love to see myself or think of people. If you have never been to podium, let's say I'm gonna just break the record before, like let's say the lifting, like as your personal record. So for me, that's kind of a success already. Or just joining a competition that you never done it before. It's just kind of like success as well for you personally, right? So we can just, okay, unless you already into this kind of like high level athlete, well, okay, the reason I came to competition, I just want to be win, like to be in competition all the, in the leaderboard and also into the podium all the time. That's if you're already onto this different level of mindset. But for me, the success is if I can break the record that I had before, or success into this kind of lifting, then I'm happy with that. As long as you give your best, that's it. Give you 100% during the workout, that's it. That's success already. I know. So you know what? It's just quite interesting even for myself when I look back. Before I moved to London, it's like I always wanted to work in this certain gym, right? It says in London, but if actually just in Southeast London, it's kind of like an hour if you take a bus, but 30 minutes with a train. Anyway, so those one I keep like, yeah, I would love to work on this gym all the time. I always want to work the gym. I send the email, they never reply. But the thing is, and then so in one day I was visiting my mate, and then my mate did not tell me where he was working, but he was working in the place that I really want to work with. It was like, and then you must be kidding me right now. And then like, and then from airport, I was visiting him from airport. I just directly to visit my mate. He just finished coaching at the gym, and then yeah, and I got the opportunities to meet the owners of the gym, and then yeah, and then I said like, look, I keep sending you guys email all the time, but you guys never reply. And then like, and then they asked me like, how long you been UK for and London for? And then I just here for 10 days. It's just a short holiday. By the time just short holiday because I have the seminar that I have to hold because I teach gymnastics in Bath, in Chippenham, in North England, right? So I just stay there for a few days, and then the owner says, why don't you just take few classes at the morning or afternoon as your preference, and then we can see from there. And then so yeah, I coached some classes, and then got to be from the members has really enjoyed and they loved it. And then yeah, I'm back to Bali. And then the owners says, again, we're going to offer you the position, and then I moved there. But of course, before that, I'm still doing my gymnastic seminar in, meanwhile, when I was in London, I was in gymnastic seminar in Bath. It was a good one, and the boxes belong to my mate as well, that I know here. He came here a long time ago when we were in Saint Seminyak, and he opened the box in Chippenham in Bath. And then I told him, hey, look, I'm going to visit London, UK for a few days. And then he asked me like, why don't you run a seminars for gymnastic? And then yeah, sure. And it was like, sure, I'll do it. And then I have no idea how many people, how many members are gonna come up to my seminars, but it was like turned out really well. In London itself with the company is I was staying there close to a year. Yeah. Even before I moved, I already have my Zoom, like online for the client there. So yeah, even when I'm back, I'm still like helping them online. Yeah. So yeah. From 2017, so kind of 7 years, right? Like, but yeah, since this company started Fortitude, that's the first gym that offered me the position to join their team. We were in Seminyak by that time, so 2017 until early 2020, I was working with this company, Fortitude, and then 2020 until 2021, that's the time I moved to London. It's quite different, right? There's a pros and cons. For me, the pros in overseas, when you finish work, you still have a chance to enjoy, to walk around the city. It's kind of luxury for me. Like comparing in Bali, you can't walk. You're like if you're in sideways. Yeah, you're gonna in sidewalk, you're gonna be like crushed by motorbike. Yeah. So I feel like there's those kind of pros, but the con is expensive, right? Living overseas. But Bali is just a lot to offer, you know, in terms of accommodation wise and also food wise. Food wise in Bali is more option and also cheaper. It's a big community because in terms of the numbers, especially if you're looking at the numbers of the boxes in Bali, we have so many boxes, right? Like they're offering CrossFit classes, whether you're affiliated with CrossFit or not. They're always showing, okay, let's do this, let's do that, like kind of like competition or yeah, similar workout. But yeah, seems in Bali also everyone knows everyone, especially if you're into fitness industry, right? So whether you're in CrossFit Uluwatu, CrossFit Wear, Seminyak, Ubud, you might be like, okay, you will see the same person, the same athlete, the same coaches that you know before. And so yeah, it's got, if you say big, it's big. If you say small, it is quite small. Yeah, big but small. There you go. Actually, the mental health is very important whether you're an athlete or not, because the shape or the form of mental health is varied as well. It came from whether depression also is a mental health, like very big mental health issue, this one. And as an athlete, of course, it's affecting you a lot, because especially in this kind of season, right? If you've been putting out your hard work there, already all out, 110%, 120%, and then if you still thinking it's not good enough, it's gonna crush your body mentally, and also keep thinking like, what I do wrong? I'm not good enough. And also it end up become like very depression if you don't have any. If we talk about the faith, of course, it's gonna be back into the faith again, right? But in general, if you don't have something to hold into or come back into, then of course it's gonna be really challenging as an athlete. And back again to as individual, for me, I've been through this kind of stuff. That's why I would love to understand more about like what's happening, and also like how to help other people. So it's not because of like you need it, of course you need it, but if you already know and also experience it, at least you can tell and also advise better way to other people, right? Let's say you never experienced it, you only just studied, but you never done it before, then it's quite hard. So yeah, that's for the mental health study that I have for the degree that I took. But for the bachelor, the science, sports science is because I love sports. That's it. And no, actually I'm bored. That's it. That's why I took this one. Yeah, for now I'm not really officially signed up. Like recently for the CrossFit Open season, I just do it for fun. But you know, like sometimes when you do it for fun, you did well. You did very well into those kind of things. Your score is gonna be like so high because you don't have any pressure. But when I'm officially signed up and have a lot of pressure, I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be. But yeah, at the moment I'm not focusing into any competition. I'm just doing all the maintenance for myself. So basically after like your fasting month, it's gonna get hard. So when you come back, just need to come back slowly. So yeah, so not looking forward to any competition. I would love because right now it's like I see so many strong new athletes, especially when I'm checking the leaderboard. There's like the new generation. I think the genes they have is completely different, right? It seems like wow, they're still so young, and then they can like lift more than our age on that time, right? And then I would love to see Indonesian athletes get into semi-final at least the next few years, hopefully. But on top of that, at least I would be so happy just to see like all these Indonesian athletes getting to the high skill of whatever CrossFit been demanding. Because it's always new movement. I would love to see all this new generation gonna be like, yeah, that's really good. That came from Indonesia. At least bring us like some like a pride. And coaching wise, I would love to see like more Indonesian into coaching foreigners at least in Bali. Like it doesn't matter where, in Bali, in Jakarta, at least more confidence for them to be out there to present themselves the best they can. I don't see, of course, it's hard, but yeah, for me, just jump into the class, come into the class, don't be shy, because us as a CrossFit community, we trying to accommodate in any levels, obviously, and if you joining here in Indonesia in general or in Bali, you'll be greeted by the front desk, our amazing front desk, wherever your gym is, and then of course the coach gonna introduce everyone to you, so you're not feeling like a foreigners. And then it's like everyone's just super friendly in CrossFit basically, and then just jump in and then have fun. Yeah, you'll be fine really. You're not gonna like get something scared, people like go looking at you. No. You'll be like taken care. Alright guys, so that's it for now. If you want to know more about CrossFit or to get to know about different type of fitness level, you can reach out at me at yunus.alwi, ALWY, on Instagram. And then we go from there. But thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.